Hello and welcome to Asan Hai Education. In this video, we will discuss an important topic from our mains syllabus, which is population and associated issues. So this will be a comprehensive video which will discuss the topic related to population and associated issues. And this video will discuss about the UNFPA also, okay, United Nations Population Fund and its report, okay. So according to the State of World's Population 2019 report, and this State of World's Population report is released by United Nations Population Fund, can be a potential question for your prelims examination. That State of World's Population 2019 report is released by United Nations Population Fund. And this report told that India's population grew at an average of 1.2% annually between 2010 and 2019, which is more than double the annual growth rate of China. So this UNFPA report, State of World's Population 2019 report, has projected India grew at an average of 1.2% between 2010 and 2019, which is more than double the annual growth rate of China. Okay. So the release of this report in 2019 also marks the 50 year of UNFPA being established. Okay, to support countries to bring down fertility level. Okay, so the UNFPA, what United Nations Population Fund does, it helps the countries to frame population control policies and comes out with a report on the increasing rate of population in various countries. Okay, see, what is the reproductive health? We have to know what is the definition of reproductive health. Reproductive health can be defined as a state of well-being related to one's sexual and reproductive life. It implies that people are able to have a satisfying and safe sex life, and that they have the capability to reproduce and the freedom to decide if and when, how often to do so. So this reproductive health shows that the people are able to have safe sex and they are able to decide when to have children. So reproductive health shows the reproductivity of a human being. Okay, see some more things. Highlights of this UNFPA report, State of World's Population report. The world population rose to 7.715 billion in 2019, up from 7.633 billion in 2018, with the global average life expectancy of 72 years. So the first statistics is India, world's population grew to 7.7 billion from 7.6 billion, and the global average life expectancy is 72 years. And the least developed countries recorded the highest population growth, with countries in Africa registering an average of 2.7% a year, because they are illiterate. They do not know how to handle the population and what is the ill effect of having population explosion. So the least countries which are in African region, they have recorded the highest growth in their population. Okay, much of the overall increase in global population till 2050 is projected to occur in high fertility countries, mostly in Africa, or in countries with large populations such as Nigeria and India. Okay, high fertility means high rate of reproducing children. Okay, see, India specific. India's population grew at 1.2% a year between 2010 and 2019, marginally higher than global average of 1.1% a year in this period. Okay, so between 2010 and 2019, world's population grew at an average of 1.1%, but we have seen more than global average. We are increasing at 1.2% per year. Okay, see, around half of India's population in 24 states have achieved the replacement fertility rate of 2.1 children per woman. Okay, replacement fertility rate we will discuss later. What is replacement fertility rate? But remember this, that more than 24 states. Okay, half of India's population in 24 states have achieved the replacement fertility rate of 2.1 children per woman. Okay, which is the desired family size when the population stops growing. So when we reach at replacement fertility rate, it means the population will stop growing. Okay, and half of India's population in 24 states have achieved the replacement fertility rate. And what is the replacement fertility rate? It is 2.1 children per woman. But the report also cautions us that, however, the country's large youth population will continue to fuel population growth even as the size of aging population increases, because we are having a large number of youth population, so they will continue to produce more number of children, and this will increase in population. Okay, let us see some more fact. See what is replacement level rate. Replacement level rate is the average number of children born per woman at which a population exactly replaces itself from one generation to next without migration. This rate is roughly 2.1 children per woman for most countries, although it may vary with mortality rate. So what is the replacement level rate? It is the average number of children born per woman at which a population exactly replaces itself from one generation to next without migration. So this is the replacement level, that population will not increase. Population will be still stand, okay, at replacement level. And what is this replacement level at present? 2.1. okay. See, in India the total fertility rate means TFR. This can be a potential question in your prelims. Total fertility rate means total number of children a woman can have through her whole life, okay. And this total fertility rate has declined from 5.6 in 1969 to 3.7 in 1994 and 2.3 in 2019. So you have to remember some fact that replacement rate is 2.1%, and we are able to achieve this replacement level also because total fertility rate in India is presently at 2.3%, okay. As of 2019, see, as of 2019, India's population stood at 1.36 billion, growing from 942 million in 1994 and 541 million in 1969. So India's population presently stand at 135 crore or 1.36 billion, okay. See, 27% of India's population was in the age bracket of 0 to 14 year, okay. So between 0 to 14 year, our population comprises of 27%. This shows how demographic dividend we have and how can we take the maximum output of our demographic dividend by providing the basic facilities in health sector, education sector, basic sanitation and good school, good health sector, okay. And we can reap the maximum benefit out of this demographic dividend because 27% of our population lies between 0 to 14, and 10 to 24 years we have 67% of country's population, okay, was in the age bracket of, okay. See, I will try to explain this again. 27% of India's population was in the age bracket of 0 to 14 year and 10 to 24 years. It means between 0 to 24 years, our population composition was 27%. That is, 27% of India's population lies in the age bracket of 0 to 24 year, and we can take the maximum out of this population. While 67% of country's population was in the 15 to 64 age bracket, which is also known as working age population. Okay, according to WHO and UN also, this age bracket is known as working age population. Working age population, the population which can work. And this population is known as 0 to 14 is known as dependent population. And 6% of country's population was of the age of 65 and above. This is the reason that India is known to have the largest demographic dividend in the world, because 27% of our population lies between 0 to 24 years and 67% of our population lies in the age bracket of 15 to 64, which is known as the working age population, and only a minimum of 6% is old age, that is above 65, okay. See, India registered an improvement in the life expectancy. What is life expectancy? The expectation of how many long years we will live. So the life expectancy at birth in 1967 was only 47 years, which grew to 60 years in 1994 and 69 years in 2019. So at present the life expectancy in India is 69 years, or roughly we can say 70 years. Okay. Now let us see some analysis of this report. See, these points you can use in your mains answer writing when you are writing a topic related to population and associated issues, or you are writing any topic related to women related issues or women empowerment. These points you can incorporate in your answer. This will fetch you extra mark, okay. So you have to keep all these points in your mind. I am trying to inculcate so many fact information so that you can remember all these points in the examination. That is the reason that I am emphasizing on some point, okay. I am reiterating again and again some points so that you are able to let it go deep into your mind. So let us see. The findings on women aged between 15 to 49 years were published for the first time as a part of United Nations Population Fund State of World's Population 2019 report. It includes data on women's ability to make decision over three key areas: sexual intercourse with their partner, contraception use, which will reduce reproductive facilities or reproduction number, and healthcare. So this time UNFPA means United Nations Population Fund report, State of World's Population report, has come up with a age specific detail on women aged between 15 to 49 year, and it has included data on women's ability to make decision on over three key areas: whether women can take decisions independently on these topics or not. And these three key areas were sexual intercourse with their partner, contraception use, and healthcare. So let us see what was the result of their survey. According to the analysis of UNFPA, the absence of reproductive and sexual rights has major and negative repercussions on women's education, income, and safety, leaving them unable to save their own future. Okay, so this shows the violence against women. According to the analysis of UNFPA, the absence of reproductive and sexual rights has a major and negative result on women's education, income, and safety, leaving them unable to save their own future. And see, early marriage continues to remain an obstacle to female empowerment and better reproductive right. Child marriage is still prevalent. Okay, so when early marriage is done, the health of women is at stake, the health of child is at also stake, and the women and the girls are not able to complete their education and get good job. Okay, so this issue you can also incorporate while writing mains answer. Okay, see, the report highlights threat to women's and girls' reproductive rights posed by emergencies caused by conflict or climate disaster. The report also highlights how the threat is posed by climate and conflict to women of different part of the country. Okay, so all these points you can include. In next video, I will discuss about UNFPA and its data in a more detail. Okay, so all these points you can incorporate while writing answer. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay. One more point you can remember from your prelims point of view, that is according to State of World's Population report by the United Nations Population Fund. So the question can come that the State of World's Population report is released by, the option can give UNFPA, World Health Organization, World Bank, or United Nations. So you have to remember that the State of World's Population 2019 report will be released by, or is released by, United Nations Population Fund. And India is expected to take over China by 2027. Okay, we will be the largest country in terms of population, overtaking China by 2027. Okay, all these details you must incorporate while writing answers. And this was a video related to population and associated issues, which is a part of your mains syllabus from the society section of GS paper 1. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day.